The Panasonic Lumix GH5 is a truly accomplished DSLR camera that excels at stills and video, but it has one setting that combines the two. Its time-lapse function allows a series of stills to be taken over a period of time, then stitched together to form a video, all within the brains of the camera. Just to test it out, here's one where I took a series of photos every 15 seconds for 5 minutes outside the BBC. Then I thought I'd test it a little longer, this one of a clock face overnight. But remember, with video running at 25 frames a second, it'll need 100 pictures to create a 4-second video. These tests were all building up for a job here at Cardiff University, where a professor is growing diamonds in the lab. The diamond geezer in question, Oliver Williams, Professor of Experimental Physics.
So what we're actually doing here is we're trying to cheat nature rather than copy nature. So normally when you would grow a diamond, you would try and copy, literally like Superman crushing coal, Diamond is grown under high pressures and high temperatures within the Earth's crust. That's a very slow process, but actually you can speed it up, and most of the world's diamond is made like that. The problem is it's relatively impure. So what we're doing is actually a low pressure technique, where by using a vacuum at low pressures, we're able to remove all the impurities. So we take an airtight chamber, we suck all the air out, and then we flow in a mixture of hydrogen and methane gas. And then we heat these gases a lot. So if you think about a solid, when you heat it, you get a liquid. If you heat a liquid, you get a gas. And if you heat a gas, you get something called a plasma, which is an ionized gas. And this plasma allows very special chemistry. So the actual temperature of the plasma is something like 3000 degrees C. And within this environment, we're able to grow diamond. It's a very special environment that stops the diamond wanting to grow into graphite, which it actually wants to be.
The trouble is that to actually see this process in action involves looking through this tiny porthole non-stop for 24 hours. The GH5 is just the tool for the job. It's compact and has a great lens. Select the time-lapse function from the rotating dial, then in the menu you can choose how often you want to take a picture. Remembering that 25 pictures will make just 1 second of video, you then choose how many images you want to take. In this case, where we're filming for 24 hours, it was nearly 1,000 frames. Aperture and shutter speed can be on auto or manual. The only other thing to remember is the battery will not last 24 hours. Luckily, we had an Atomos power station, which enabled us to plug the camera into a wall socket. Same time the next day, and it was done. The camera displays an on-screen message saying, "Do you want to create a video from the time-lapse?" I clicked yes, and this was the result. I think it's a real gem, excuse the pun.